my god. Hi guys, nice to see you in my new video. Welcome. Today, I don't know, like I feel that this video is a complete mess, the same as this day and myself. I'm gonna show you Khabarovsk in October. Today we got snow, and I also want to show you a part of this district and the really nice graffiti that I enjoy a lot. Let's go. It's actually not the first day, because the first day was on 13th of October, but this is the real snow that doesn't melt. So now it looks like this, and before all this sidewalk was covered with the snow, but that tractor, the special car, can you see from the distance, has cleaned it all. Yep. And at first it seems fun and interesting, like wow, especially if you have never seen it. But after the first day it becomes a routine and you're tired and sick of this snow and cold. It seems that autumn still doesn't want to give up, and we see this combination of yellow leaves and snow. Yeah, but soon now it seems the perfect moment to grab something warm, because this coffee advertisement works really well. Here's some fun thing that I also wanted to show you. So near this cafeteria there's a house, a wooden house. It actually should be repaired or removed, and it's funny that the authorities decided to cover it with these clothes that from the distance look like an actual house. And I remember that even 2 years ago the thing was here, and now it's still here. And through these holes you still can see that there is a building that is not in a good state, and it feels that they never are going to repair this house or to remove it. Oh, actually, this is my university that I used to talk badly about a lot. Near this university there is a statue of Pushkin. Pushkin is a great Russian writer and poet, and I don't know why, but he is not that famous in the Western world. I mean, people in other countries know a lot about Dostoevsky and Tolstoy, but they don't know much about Pushkin, while he is considered the father of Russian language. Probably it's because it's really hard to translate poetry, so that's why foreigners don't understand the way that we Russians understand his poems. But he is still a cool guy, even in translation. This is the building of my university as well, and look at this. I wonder if they cut these trees or they just fell by themselves. I think the second variant is right. That's big mood. And now I'm going to pass the building of my dormitory. I used to live here during my first 2 years in this university, and I even made a video about this dorm. And I always feel nostalgic when I'm passing this place by, but I also hate it because I hated living in this dorm. I like how with years these graffiti are changing and there are more and more new tags. And I remember this one from the last year. It says "Pynya vor," and Pynya is just one more nickname of Putin that people gave him. And Russian people, they're so creative about creating names for Putin, and Pynya is one of them. And vor is a robber, which means like Putin steals money, Putin is corrupted. Сейчас время без 4 минут 3. And this is the place that I always wanted to show you guys. I just like it because it is some kind of a sport field, and I like the graffitis represented here. Because I just love graffitis, I love looking at them and exploring them. Because once I played a computer game, Mark Echo's Getting Up. It's like GTA, but it's more about painting graffitis and fighting with local gangs. Oh god, after that game I started doing graffiti myself. It was really bad, but I still felt kind of cool, and that's why I like to explore it. This is some kind of garage. I probably shouldn't go farther. The exit. What I don't like about such yards is that here's a trash can just near the house. It doesn't look really aesthetic, I would say. Oh wow, look at this. Somebody just threw this blue bag. Kinda like it. No, don't move there. Dirt. There's always dirt everywhere, especially in such time of the year. This building is being built here forever, because I remember that when I just moved to Khabarovsk 4 years ago, it was here, and it was, I believe, in the same state. I don't know when they're going to finish it. This is some classical thing. I think it's some kind of a Soviet meme. So in every district in Spassk I saw such a thing. It's basically just boots thrown over the court. I think it's a symbol of helplessness. I was walking here the other day and I really liked it, but it was warmer, and I want to draw your attention to this graffiti. It's in Russian FKSH. I think it's a year of foundation of this football club. I don't know, look it up. Some people in Khabarovsk, I mean football and hockey fans, are really serious about their teams, and they usually fight with Vladivostok's teams. And I know that Vladivostok football team, it's called Luch, and in Khabarovsk you often can see these words on the walls, Luch Yebat, which means to f**k Luch. Why they're so evil to each other? Because the only identity that you have is that if you are born in Khabarovsk, you're a fan of this team. If you're born in Vladivostok, of that. What if you was born in Vladivostok? So it makes no sense. I see no difference between all these football teams, and I don't understand the idea of football fans fights and so on. Like, why don't you do something useful for the society? Why you just kick each other? What I like about graffiti is that it's a universal thing, and even though it's originated somewhere in the United States, in different countries it looks kind of the same. But of course in every country it has its unique features. Sometimes it's written in Russian, but this one is Zamo, because this first letter is Z, that kind of looks like number 3. Now we approached a very unusual building. I think it's some kind of a church. Now we are walking like in the backyard of this building, and it looks very unusual because it definitely doesn't look like a usual Orthodox church in Russia. Oh yeah, actually Actually, there's a fence here. How am I supposed to get there? I think I should go back. I should go all around this fence. I kind of just want to climb over this fence, but no, I will not do this. Even though I can, I just feel, I don't know, people will look at me and laugh. And while I'm making this whole journey of going around this fence, oh my god, my sign. Okay, I want to tell you about religion in Russia, because people often ask me about what religion is there in Russia and what is my personal view. I'm an atheist. In Soviet Russia, you know, religion was abolished because you were supposed to believe in, I don't know, Stalin or Lenin, who was there at the wheel at the time. That's why our Orthodox Christmas was changed into a new artificially made holiday of New Year. That's why the 31st of December is more important in Russia than 13th of January, that is our Christmas. Yeah, so 13th of January Christmas is celebrated by only religious people. My family doesn't celebrate it. My father, he reads Bible on Sundays sometimes. He goes to church sometimes. I was baptized, and my sister too, and I had like a cross. I used to wear it. I don't know why I don't wear it now, of course. And my mom, she doesn't believe in God as well, because she works all the time. She doesn't even have time for it. I would say that Russian people, they're not so religious. Yeah, so here I am standing in front of this church, церковь, and it's actually not the usual Orthodox church, because it says местная религиозная организация Церковь евангельских христиан-баптистов города Khabarovsk. So it's like one of branches of Christianity, and you can see that this building is different. They have some different ways of doing all these services and so on. I respect people who believe in God, I respect their faith, but I just don't like some aspects of Orthodox Christianity. And now our government is just trying to use religion for, you know, patriotism boosting. Whenever it's some religious holiday on Russian state media, they show us as Putin went to the church, he supports all these kind of things. And it's just disgusting to see how they're trying to raise his popularity by using religion. It's just bad, I think. The head of our Orthodox Church is Patriarch Kirill. At first, I don't like the word patriarch. Second, I don't like some facts from his biography, because in the 90s, this man used to have some kind of creepy business with cigarettes. I don't think that this is what a religious person should do. I got tired and also froze my hands, so that's why I had to stop. But here I'm again, yay, to talk some fun things. What? I just wasn't able to function at that time, but now I'm here at home, so I hope you guys enjoyed this small snowy walk and talk. Tap your like, subscribe to my channel. You can also follow my Instagram, where I post some photos sometimes. Congratulations to you if you got the first snow, and even bigger congratulations if you live in a country where you don't have snow. I'm jealous. Okay, thanks for watching and see you in the next video. Bye! Пока-пока!